The dispute between Macedonia and its neighbors. Welcome to my channel, where we delve into intriguing stories and shed light on historical disputes. Today, we embark on a journey through the complex web of disputes between Macedonia and its neighbors. Join me as I discover why some steal from the history, culture and identity of Macedonia. Our today's adventure takes us to the heart of the Balkans, where the country of Macedonia, rich in history and culture, is in a fierce dispute with neighboring countries. The core of the disagreement revolves around the very essence of what it means to be Macedonian. And that is something sacred that is written about in the Bible about Macedonia and Macedonians. The dispute over the history and cultural heritage of Macedonia is a deep-rooted issue. One of the main disputed points is the historical figure Alexander the Great, whom both Macedonia and Greece celebrate as a national hero. And the name itself tells who and what he was. If he was, for example, a Greek or some other nationality, he would have been called Greek or something else, not Alexander of Macedon. Greece claims that the use of the name Macedonia and the perception of its historical meaning. It is true and clear as day, Macedonia does not steal history and other parts of territories, but they steal inappropriate parts of Macedonia and present them as their own. And that was stated some time ago by a Greek historian who clearly said that Greece steals and falsifies history and that Macedonia and Macedonians have nothing in common with Greece. The name is not the only issue here. Many world-famous historians and people knowing the history of Macedonia claim that Macedonia's neighbors have appropriated the Macedonian cultural heritage, claiming it as theirs. Indeed, the dispute goes beyond historical figures and spills over into the domain of cultural artifacts. And Macedonia can boast of a rich tapestry of folklore, traditional music and handicrafts, all of which are celebrated for centuries, not days. Unfortunately, there were cases when neighboring countries enslaved Macedonia and thought they claimed the Macedonian cultural icons, presenting them as their own. It resulted in a sense of loss and dissatisfaction among the Macedonian people. But why is all this happening? What makes the neighboring countries to appropriate the history and culture of Macedonia? Cultural heritage has always played a significant role in shaping national identity. In the case of Macedonia's neighbors, some argue that appropriating Macedonian history and culture is a way to reinforce their own national narratives and assert their claims to regional power. Yet in the midst of tensions, there are also exciting stories of resilience and cultural preservation. Faced with the challenges, the Macedonians took numerous initiatives to protect their heritage. Museums, cultural festivals and community-led projects have played a vital role in showcasing and preserving Macedonia's unique identity. The dispute between Macedonia and its neighbors, it becomes obvious that the struggle for the preservation and recognition of culture is a complex issue. By understanding the perspectives of all parties involved, we can strive for a more inclusive dialogue and mutual respect for each other's historical and cultural heritage. Today we dive deeper into the complex layers of the dispute between Macedonia and its neighbors. Our quest is to understand the influences of the neighbors and their desire to steal from the Macedonian people and their history. Interviews with Macedonian citizens. Local citizen 1 states, "We feel like our history and cultural heritage is being erased and stolen from our neighbors." Local citizen 2, "Our ancestors fought for centuries to preserve our language, customs and traditions. It's frustrating to see their hard work being claimed and stolen by others." The sense of identity and belonging is deep in the Macedonian people. It is a story of resilience and determination to preserve their unique cultural heritage and fabric. Archaeological sites and ancient artifacts. The central place in the dispute is the archaeological wealth of the Macedonian region, which attracted attention from all sides. Macedonian archaeologists have unearthed incredible discoveries, shedding light on the rich tapestry of the Macedonian and other civilizations that once thrived here. Macedonia is home to ancient cities such as Heraclea and Stobi, revealing the blending of Greek, Roman and Byzantine influences. However, the interpretation and attribution of these places fueled the dispute. And this is where the proverb comes in, "He who doesn't have it steals," and Macedonia has a rich history wagons to be filled, and that's why Macedonia doesn't steal history but the care history and culture work, because it is a holy name and a holy land mentioned in the Bible, because no other neighboring country is mentioned, and that presents great pain to her enemies. The power of archaeology to shape historical narratives cannot be underestimated. The preservation of ancient sites often becomes a battleground for asserting cultural and national identities. Disputed monuments and statues. One of the most prominent symbols in this dispute is the monumental statue of Alexander the Great, which stands tall in the central square of Skopje. The statue of Alexander the Great has become a lightning rod, which covers the complexity of the dispute. While some see it as a celebration of Macedonian heritage, others perceive it as a provocation for neighboring Greece. Art and symbolism have a way of conveying messages that transcend boundaries. The perception of these symbols can either bridge divisions or deepen the gap. Among the tensions there were glimmers of hope where cultural exchange and cooperation fostered understanding between Macedonia and its neighbors. Local citizen, we believe that by engaging in dialogue and appreciating each other's unique contributions, we can build bridges and promote unity. Cultural diplomacy offers a way forward, where shared appreciation of history, art and traditions can transcend political boundaries and create space for dialogue. As our journey through the dispute between Macedonia and its neighbors draws to a close, we leave with a renewed appreciation for the complexities and nuances surrounding historical and cultural theft. By shedding light on these issues, I hope to contribute to greater understanding and respect for each other's stories. Remember, the past is a tapestry woven from countless threads, and each thread deserves recognition and preservation. Join us next time as we continue our exploration of fascinating stories from around the world. Until then, keep seeking knowledge, embracing diversity and cultivating a sense of unity. Thank you for joining us on this magical journey through the dispute between Macedonia and its neighbors. We hope that this video shed light on the complexities surrounding the historical and cultural theft of the Macedonian neighbors. If you liked the content and found it informative, I would greatly appreciate your support. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel to stay updated with more thought-provoking videos. I encourage you to share your thoughts in the comments section below, sparking interesting discussions about cultural heritage and identity. Thank you once again for your time, and until next time, keep exploring and embracing the diversity that enriches our world. If you liked the video, like, subscribe or write in a comment. I would like to read your opinion too.